Greetings and welcome to another Pokemon 2019 or Pokemon Journeys the Series episode preview discussion. This time I'm talking about the preview for episode 91, so let's get to it. According to the summary that was revealed a few weeks ago in episode 91, Ash and Goh will go to Wyndham Station in order to take a train to Stow on Side. Before they get to the train, however, they see a masked boy who drops a ticket. This masked boy is of course Allister, the ghost-type gym leader of the Galar region. Ash and Goh decide to return the ticket to Allister, and to do this, they have to get on a creepy quote-unquote ghost train, which is a scary-looking train filled with ghost-type Pokemon. While they search for Allister, Ash interacts with a mysterious stone that makes him act strange. Now, the preview for the episode shows that Ash has this jagged hunter-like smile and he runs around scaring Goh. This is what acting strange means. The preview also shows that there is a giant Spiritomb on this train, which is seen destroying part of the train, and Goh also battles this Spiritomb using his Absol. So, Spiritomb is like the boss of the ghost train, or at least it's the antagonist of this episode. So I think that it's possible that the strange stone that Ash will come into contact with might be an odd keystone, which is the base of a Spiritomb. An odd keystone contains spirits which can be evil, so perhaps Ash is possessed by these spirits when he touches the odd keystone, which makes him act like a scary prankster. Also, an incapacitated Ash ends up drinking from a Sinistea in the preview. According to one of Sinistea's Pokedex entries, anyone that drinks from a Sinistea has their life force absorbed, so Ash is in serious trouble. Though this same Pokedex entry also says that Sinistea has a horrible taste, so this will probably just wake Ash up. Now, most of this is information that was already known, since this episode was revealed weeks ago alongside its title, its summary, and several pictures of it. So it was already known that this episode would focus on Ghost-type Pokemon and that Allister will appear in it. This episode will also be part of a 2-episode arc. The episode after it, episode 92, was also revealed alongside its title, its summary, and several pictures of it. In episode 92, Ash will try to get Gengar to Gigantamax with Allister's help. Now, normally I would have made a video talking about these 2 episodes the moment that they were revealed, but I didn't because in my last video I ended up talking about episodes 91 and 92, since my last video was about who Ash's next opponent might be. I will leave a link to that video in the description below and at the end of this video so that you can watch it if you haven't already. So in that video, I said that I think that Ash will use his Dynamax Band in his next battle, and that Ash's Gengar will Gigantamax since Gengar has been mistreated thus far when it comes to development and battling. Because Ash will use his Dynamax Band to Gigantamax Gengar in his next battle, I concluded that Ash's next opponent will likely be a Ghost-type specialist, with Allister being the most likely candidate, since he is from the Galar region, meaning that he does have access to Dynamax/Gigantamax. Now, I came up with all of this before episodes 91 and 92 were revealed, but since these 2 episodes were revealed while I was working on the video about Ash's next opponent, I had to talk about both of these episodes since they directly relate to my theory, which is why I opted not to make a separate video talking about episodes 91 and 92. I chose to wait for the previews instead so that I could have a bit more to talk about. But yeah, I already talked plenty about episode 91 and its preview at the start of this video, so now I just want to provide my thoughts on the episode prior to its release. I think that episode 91 will be great. I love Halloween, so I love any episode that has a spooky, scary vibe. So I know that I will definitely love this episode just for the aesthetics and for the theme alone. It is cool that Goh will finally use his Absol in this episode. Goh caught Absol back in episode 64, but Goh has never used Absol since then, which is very unfortunate considering how awesome and cool Absol is. This episode will also be great because it will give Ash's Gengar some much needed time to shine, or at least it should. At the very least, this episode will be set up for episode 92, which will definitely give Gengar the chance to be in the spotlight for once, and Gengar will end up getting the ability to Gigantamax as a result, which is great. Finally, this episode will also introduce Allister to the anime, which is cool. Now, I do not have much of an attachment to Allister since I played Pokemon Sword, and Allister is only a gym leader in Pokemon Shield, so I did not get to battle or meet Allister in the games. I only know him from Pokemon Twilight Wings. Still, it's always great to see a gym leader appear in the anime, so it will be cool to see Allister in episodes 91 and 92. Especially because he will help Ash and Gengar with Gigantamaxing, and I am sure that we will get to see all the Galar gym leaders in the anime at some point. And it does not matter if a gym leader is exclusive to one game, since Bee has appeared several times in the anime and in Pokemon Sword. She is the gym leader of Stoon's side instead of Allister. Now, will Allister be Ash's next opponent? I think that it is still possible, but we will just have to wait and see. So yeah, I am definitely looking forward to this episode and to episode 92. Episode 91 will air on December 17, and I will of course upload a video review of it as soon as possible. As for episode 92, I did not talk about it too much in this video since I do want to make a video on the preview for it, so I will save my thoughts on episode 92 for that video, and I will of course review episode 92 as well after it airs. But that's the video, as always. Leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out more videos like this right away. Thank you very much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.